Second laboratory second marking period. Create a 10-minute explanatory video about the importance of classroom observation and the steps to create a teaching portfolio.
To start with the first topic, the importance of classroom observation, first of all, we have to know what is observation. Well, observation is an action or process of observing something or someone carefully in order to gain information. So now, what is classroom observation? Well, classroom observation is a process whereby a person sits in class session, record the teacher's teaching practice and a student's action, and meets with the teacher to discuss observation. Classroom observation is taking place in a classroom or any other learning environment and is conducted by fellow teachers, administrator, or instructional specialists. And what is the importance of classroom observation? Well, the important is that help teachers to improve how to teach. What should be taken in consideration? Well, first, recording what the instructor is doing and saying, what the students are doing and saying, and also, and more important, the interaction between teachers and students. Through classroom observation, observer can see three aspects of the teaching learning system. First, input source, and this is important, your professional development. Two, teachers' interaction competence, and then learning outcomes. And what is the purpose of classroom observation? Well, the purpose is train teachers and give them the opportunity to see the practice of what they have learned in addition to monitoring the quality of teaching.
Type observer. Participant observer the physical immersion of observer in classroom in which he expects to observe the behavior of member of the classroom. In-depth study of the member within the classroom, a close interaction and relation between observer and subject. Non-participant observer. Observer but does not participate in what is going to classroom. Observation and planning and structure. Observation obtained himself from his physical presence in class. Structure observation. Direct observation of behavior and recording of the behavior and the recording of that behavior in them of categories that have been developed prior to staff data collection in structure observation. No use of observation schedules for recording of behavior. Gives narrative account of behavior and unplanned and informal. Benefit of observer. Observer new techniques, strategies, ideas of resource. Gain insight into one's own strategies and techniques. Observer student reaction from different perspectives. Professional develop and grow. Benefits for the observer. Change to see class through someone else's eyes. Change to re-evaluate the classroom from the different perspective. Change to receive input. Creation of professional learning community with the best interest of the student of mind and personal profession development.
Teaching portfolio. The step to create a teaching portfolio, purpose and benefits. What is a teaching portfolio? A teaching portfolio is a collection of documents and other items you put together over time and that serve to provide a record of your teaching, to provide a source of information. So now I'm going to tell you the purpose of teaching portfolio. As a developmental process of reflecting of and improving one teaching, as evaluative product for personal decision such as tenure, promotion, or a teaching award. For continuum, the benefits of teaching portfolio. Teaching portfolio provides different sources of evidence of teaching performance. The second one, it makes teaching more visible through their demonstration of a variety of teaching relay activities. The third one, it plays the initiative for reflecting on evaluating teaching is the hands of faculty. The other one, it gives the individual an opportunity to think about his or her own teaching, to change priorities or teaching strategies as needed, and to reflect about future teaching goals. And the last one, but not less important, is offer opportunity for faculty to work collaboratively. Now for continuing with the elements, a reflective statement of your teaching philosophy and goals, teaching experience and responsibilities, a brief discussion of your teaching method and strategies, activities undertaken to improve teaching, a statement of goal and plan for the future, and the last one, shaping the final portfolio. These elements can be included on your portfolio that is essential for developing a good one.
A reflective statement of teaching philosophy. Your aim here is to answer the question, why do you do what you do as a teacher? Here we have general components. First, your belief about how student learning in your fields occurs. Second, give those reflections your beliefs about how you as a teacher can do the best to help students. And third, your goal for students, teaching experience and responsibility. This section provides a context for the main points you make about your teaching, and here you summarize courses you are teaching or have taught in the recent past, also including number of credit hours and numbers of students and whether they were graduate or undergraduate, and also teaching activities outside the classroom. A brief discussion of your teaching method and strategy. It describes how you teach. Keep in mind what you have to say in your teaching philosophy statements in the same or separate sections. Also reflect of the effectiveness of your teachings. Also include information from yourself and from others, such as college supervisors and students. Activities undertaken to provide teaching. Your discussions and evidence from preceding sections may lead you to consider what worked, why did not, and why, and how to change what needs changing to improve your effectiveness as a teacher. A statement of goals and plans for the future in relationship to what you have to include in your portfolio. What goals to improve your teaching would you like to accomplish in the next few years, and how do you plan to accomplish them?
Shaping the final portfolio. The first, the title, pace, and table of contents. Heading of the heading that clear, identify the separated portfolio component. The different component of the portfolio has to do clearly, separate for each tool, identify one by one. And the other in the body of the portfolio reference to materials, in the appendix where appropriate. And the body of the component or source of the portfolio has to identify with the different reference. Example of document that teaching portfolio has. The first, the syllabus. But what is the syllabus? Syllabus, a summary outline of a discourse, tracing of course of a requirement. The syllabus the teacher we can do it and for each unit or for each week. So the component of the syllabus are the objective, the concept, the content of procedures and attitudes. It has two achievement indicators. So this is the syllabus can be the chance for the student, half of the student to learn more because the student learn different form because the syllabus can change. Other document that has the portfolio is a lesson plan. The lesson plan is a development of each class. So in the lesson plan we have the objectives. In the first is the objectives, the topic, the environment, the teacher activities, the student activities, the assessment on the grandpad with the resource. The lesson plan help the teacher. What are you doing in the class? What is are the step by the step for teach the class? These are help to the teach better. Other document that has a portfolio is a planning. Is the principle of the portfolio because we have the different organization around the whole course. So in the school, such as a school has a whole years. In the case of the university, is 6 months. So this is very important because the planning we can change the different because we can use a different resource or tools. The document and the portfolio can be changed depend on the students.